Okay, I wanted to mention at the beginning of this video before I start anything at all, because it's Pride Month, I'm going to continue posting things, but I really want to mention it at the beginning of this video. There are the protests all over the world for George Floyd, and not just even for George Floyd's death, just for all of the, I can't say swear words at the first 30 seconds, but all of the bullshies that has been happening, Black Lives Matter protests and Blackout Tuesday and a bunch of other of these things that have been happening. I just wanted to mention in the beginning of this video that there will be links to all the resources in the description down below, because I think it is very important that this momentum has been kept going. Like here in Leicester, there were the protests yesterday that there was such a good turnout of them and everything, and so many of my mates went. We tried to stay distant and we tried to stay safe, but we still wanted to be there to and I just want everyone to go check that out. And if you can't donate, there are videos on YouTube that you can watch and their ad revenue goes towards it. There is just sharing or just having those conversations with your family. If your family are racist in any particular way, even in a subtle way, like it still is racism, and you just need to kind of have those conversations with your family and just share, donate, do what you can. Anyway, let's begin the video. Hey there my dudes, I'm Laddie and welcome to another video, and this video is a momentous occasion in my life. It is my 2-year manniversary, and yeah, I started testosterone 2 years ago from basically the day that this video is being posted, and it is crazy the things that have happened in those 2 years. I think we should just start off with my usual voice comparison, comparing from pre-T or like day 1 on T to me now.
Hey there, I'm Toby/Laddie. I'm 1 day on T and I want to be a real boy. Hey there, I'm Laddie. I'm 1 month on T and I want to be a real boy. I'm Laddie. I'm 2 months on testosterone and I want to be a real boy.
Hey there my dudes, I'm Laddie. I'm 3 months on T and I want to be a real boy. Hey there my dudes, I am Laddie. I'm 4 months on T and I want to be a real boy. Hey there my dudes, I am Laddie. I'm 5 months on testosterone and I want to be a real boy. Hey there my dudes, I'm Laddie. I'm 6 months on testosterone and I want to be a real boy. Hey there my dudes, I'm Laddie. I'm 7 months on testosterone and I want to be a real boy. Hey there my dudes, I am Laddie. I'm 8 months on testosterone and I want to be a real boy. Hey there my dudes, I'm Laddie. I'm 10 months on testosterone and I want to be a real boy. Hey there my dudes, I'm Laddie. I'm 11 months on testosterone and I want to be a real boy. Hey there my dudes, I am Laddie. I'm 1 year on T and I want to be a real boy. Hey there my dudes, I'm Laddie. I'm 2 years on testosterone and I want to be a real boy.
Hey there, it's Toby/Laddie. I'm 1 day on T and I want to be a real boy.
Hey there my dudes, I'm Laddie. I'm 2 years on testosterone and I want to be a real boy. The first take will do, the first take will do. I had the most high-pitched voice, and I just remember really wanting that to be like the main thing that would change. Like, my voice was such an issue. Like, it would often, like, even if I looked like a boy, like if I looked like, you know what I mean, a younger like guy who hadn't gone through puberty yet, that's kind of what I looked like at that particular point. And even if I looked like that at that point, my voice would always out me. Like 100% my voice would be the thing that would end up outing me, because I'd start speaking and be like, hi, how are you? Like, it'd be like, and then it'd be like, oh. So over the 2 years, as you can tell, my voice has changed a lot, and it's still high pitched and I still kind of speak in a way that's kind of nasally, which really kind of annoys me, just because of my posh tone of voice, which I hate sometimes. It's so, like, I don't, apparently there's a particular way that men speak, that like during their puberty time they learn to speak a bit lower in their body or in their like diaphragm area, whereas like usually when you have a higher pitched voice you do speak higher sort of in your body. It's a weird different thing, but I definitely haven't learned how to speak that way, so that's one thing that hasn't changed yet. But I might do some coaching for myself and, you know, get myself into that deeper range, but I don't know, I'm fine with my voice at the moment. Sometimes it's like even higher pitched in my own head than I think it actually is in real life, so that's an issue. But I think that's generally an issue for like a lot of people, you know. So I'd say if we start from like head to toe, one of the most things I'm a little bit insecure about, but apparently it's not even that bad, but I'm gonna show you guys just for the pure like science of it all, is one thing I was worried about, because I know my mum's side of my family has like issues with like stuff with their hair and everything. So I know my mum's side of the family, like half of them have like comb overs. So we're gonna look at my hair today. It's grown out because of the lockdown, I'm sure, as everyone's has. But the issue is like, because it grows out so long here, and I'm getting this sort of like more male hairline that's more going back, like she's leaving the kingdom. And so my hairline at the moment is like here, it thins here and stuff, like, oh, look at that bad boy, that's, you know. And so I don't often show it because obviously I often keep my hair down, but if I sweep my hair to the side like this, you can kind of see what's going on there. But I'm just gonna have to deal with that. Might shave it all off for the bants. Don't know how I'd look actually. Would I look alright if I shaved all my hair off? Would I look okay? Let's see. I don't hate it. Do we hate it? Do we? No, I don't actually. I'm kind of here for it, if anything. You know what, let me know in the comments down below if you are here for my me being a bold potato. What I've also been getting a lot more recently, like it isn't even in like the first year or so, but it's actually after the first year, like way after I was 1 year on testosterone, I've just shaved literally just now, and I should have waited before I shaved, but I'm getting like a lot of facial hair. You can't probably really see it that well, but I have been getting like a lot of like, I should have waited before I shaved, but I've been getting like a lot of like facial hair grows under here, and I just shaved here, but it also grows up here, but very patchy, but it always just grows under here. And I kind of wish that it would grow in like a better pattern that isn't super weird, but I do love my facial hair. I often I don't shave it properly. Whenever I shave it, I leave stubble. So so I've got like a particular shaver that, you know, one thing I've learned definitely in the 2 years that you don't really speak about is I've had to learn a lot of things by myself to do with like shaving and things. I used to accidentally cut myself all the time when I was shaving, and now when I'm shaving, like I haven't injured myself recently, which is really good. And that's something I had to learn in the 2 years, how to shave, the small things. I'd say elsewhere on my face, for some reason, I've always had a big nose, right? But for some reason, I feel like my nose has gotten bigger. And I've always had big lips as well, but I feel like my lips have gotten bigger. So I'll put up some photos and stuff here. And my eyebrows have for sure gotten thicker, but I used to pluck them quite a bit before, so I don't know if it's because of that, but they've definitely gotten thicker. And just random, like my skin gets a bit oilier sometimes. It's like a whole thing. My neck and my like just body in general is much more muscular. My shoulders have broadened so much now that I can't fit into hardly any of my tops. So should I get shirtless for you guys? Why not? So I haven't been working out as much in the last few weeks because I injured my shoulder, but my shoulders are so much more broader now and it's easier to build muscle. It's still hard for me, like I'm getting some muscle here and stuff. It's still hard for me, and I do get like bad body acne and things, which I don't get on my face, I get on my body. But at the moment my shoulders have broadened so much also in the last like 6 months, so not even in the first year. If I stand up, my hips, there's still some like, you know what I mean, to my hips and stuff, but like, so I still have a little bit there, but it has also drastically reduced in size. I've got some photos of my hips, like when I was just after top surgery, and it's crazy the difference that like how much they've actually like reduced in size and stuff. I recently got my photos back from my top surgery, and I think I might make like an individual video looking at it, comparing myself like before top surgery and after top surgery and my journey and how the healing's going. But guys can see, like, now the healing is not going too bad at all. The scars have pretty much faded and I'm starting to get some muscle around the area just because I've been trying to work out on that area a little bit more. I'd say one of the biggest changes, as I was saying, was my hair, but another big change is just emotionally, like my confidence and everything, and my positive mental mindset. Like, even though, yeah, I do like the feminine stuff, I've gotten actually into, I know on 1 year on T, I spoke about how much more feminine I am and how much more I like to do makeup.
It's gone on. You guys have seen that I've been doing makeup now on my channel, so I've opened myself up to expression. My Instagram is mostly me in makeup now. Honestly, great. I love doing makeup. I love how I look in makeup. I really want to do a makeup look next week in celebration of my 1 year on T.
About how I'd become much more feminine when I was 1 year on T. But actually now I've gotten to a point where if I do makeup, it's a bit more like grunge. Like, it's kind of an in-between makeup. It isn't like full fleek femme looks. It's more like a bit emo, which I am always inside. It might still be feminine in a way, but I don't put like the fake lashes on, the whole lipstick thing, the whole, even though I like to do that sometimes occasionally, like when I go outside or when I like to wear makeup, it's more of a, like, it's a different look. It's not something that is like full feminine makeup. I found a nice point now between femininity and masculinity that I kind of like. And I mean, that's the thing people often ask me, like, how do you find your style? And I've made a video about it that I filmed, I'm going to post soon. Finding my style, it did take me time. Throughout the year, I've gone from crazy feminine to crazy masculine to, you know, now me being a bit more in between, where I found that nice sweet spot. I don't wear makeup that often, and when I do, just have fun with it and, you know, add a little bit of colour into my life. It's the same with my confidence. Like, I found a level where I was a bit too cocky at one point, I was a bit too this and that one point. I think I found a level where I can sort of be an adult and look back at things and not be too hormonal about things. It's really hard when things start to do get hormonal. So seeing as I've been 2 years on 250 milligrams of Sustanon every 4 weeks, without getting any of my levels tested, it's unbelievable that I'm fine. But I just today got my blood test done, so they're going to tell me if it's okay, and then I'm going to be moved on to Nebido, so that's every 3 months. But you guys who've been watching the last few videos already know that. With everything else, a lot of body hair. I mean, of course, yeah, just a bit more muscle, a lot more body hair, but also if I do get any fat, it always goes to my stomach. But luckily, I have the motivation at the moment to go outside and work out, so I've been working out almost every single day since like the lockdown started and everything, and I've been trying to get into my muscle workouts. I injured my shoulder, long story, but I don't really know what else to say. Like, please ask me in the comments down below if there's anything you'd like to know about my transition. Like, I know people ask about bottom growth. That happened in the first like while. It's not really happened anymore since like the first year-ish. A lot of people are asking me also if I plan on going further with my transition. At this point, I'm going to obviously continue my testosterone and things, but I've had top surgery and I don't really feel the need for bottom surgery like at all. I'm not really there for that. I don't know if I will ever be. I'm quite happy where I'm at in my life at the moment, you know, being able to, I can still live my best bisexual life and not even have to worry about like getting like bottom surgery or anything. And also there's just being at uni and being myself, I can focus more on my degree, and it's a lot of more emotional stuff that's changed than I actually think. And you know, my best friend Abby always tells me how like much more confidence I am and how much, you know, I've come out of my shell a bit more and things like that, because she sees it from the outside perspective. And it is also my 21st birthday coming up. I was meant to be in Canada on a holiday, but alas, I'm sure we're all stuck inside from some kind of holiday that we'd booked. But it's crazy, I'm 21 now. I'm a man, which I obviously didn't think I would be when I was like 16. I was like, didn't even know I was trans back then. It was a crazy last few years and stuff. But, you know, I'm happy with where I'm at. I'm having a good time. I'm going to update you guys occasionally, but I'm also going to change the channel a little bit. You know, bring a bit in some more science. I do creative writing, so when I publish some books, I'm gonna let you guys know. Just been trying to chill out and not focus so much on my transition all the time, because it can be stressful if I just focus on that all the time. But still let me know what videos you'd like me to make, because I will not stop doing trans stuff on this channel. You know, I will always update you guys on things that are happening and stuff. I just think I'd like to filter it out a bit more to things that that are a bit more interesting and a bit less, using my transness for views, which is, it gets boring after a while. So thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know in the comments down below if there's any other things you'd like me to talk about in my transition. Yeah, it's just so interesting that I'm here at this point, and I remember even 1 year on T, it was such a big deal, and now it's 2 years on T. It's a massive deal, but I've settled into my life now, so it's pretty chill. I mean, I never thought that I'd be like this. It's kind of surreal. Wow, yeah. Looking back at those, me saying, oh, wouldn't that be amazing to be like that? Imagine being 2 years on testosterone. Well, I am now. That's crazy. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Wow. And it's crazy, I get some people who comment and they say that they are 16, 17 watching it, wishing they could be 2 years on T or 1 year on T. And I get those kind of comments and I'm like, wow, that's surreal. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.